Hello and welcome to the Eukanuba Puppy Training Series here on Eukanuba TV. I'm Jim Piddott, world famous non-dog expert. Well, if you're like me and you're seriously considering getting a puppy, or maybe you've even just purchased one, well, either way, you're probably not sure how to prepare for the new edition. That's why I'm very thrilled to have here today Martin Deely, one of the world's foremost training experts. Hello,
Thank
Martin.
you, Jim.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you, and I brought along little Chloe to help you out today.
Fantastic. Well, Martin, let's get to it. What really goes into welcoming a puppy into your home?
Well, your puppy's going to be experiencing a lot of new smells, a lot of new sights. It depends very much on the puppy, but we want to try and make them comfortable. We're trying to get them confident and accepting of this new home. So, quietness, calmness, easiness. You notice with this little dog, she likes calm movements.
Yeah.
So keep your visitors to a minimum. They'll all want to see a little cutie like this.
That makes absolute sense. He's just left the pack.
That's
and,
correct.
It's an adjustment. Now, is there anything I should do at home before I go and pick him up?
Well, there's various supplies. This is probably the most economic thing you buy is the dog. Everything afterwards becomes expensive.
I'm sure, yeah.
But you want a crate, of course, which is very useful to housebreak and to sleep in at night and things like that.
A crate, right.
A puppy pen.
Yep.
If a little dog like this, I like to put them out on the grass, in the shade, so they can get used to going on the grass with their little bathroom stuff.
Yep.
Of course, a leash, collar, baby gates, so you can section off your house a little bit and let her just be where you are.
Yep.
Toys, whichever you want. There's some suitable ones and some I wouldn't recommend.
Right.
And of course, food bowls and good old Eukanuba.
That sounds familiar, Eukanuba.
That's
I think
true.
I've heard of that.
So it's one of the things there, and really, you want to find the space that this little dog can go into now.
Right.
I like to put them where there's a little bit of traffic, where they see things, sense things, and get familiar with what's happening within the house.
The puppy's main area. Well, for me, that would have to be, I would say, the kitchen.
It is for most people, and it's a good place to start on. Let's go have a look.
Let's go there. Well, here we are. Casa de Piddott kitchen.
It's lovely, Jim. It's perfect, in fact. What is nice is, aside from it being a good size area where people will be going through, children go through, you'll be cooking in there, there'll be different kinds of things happening, you've got tile floors. And
Yes.
that will help when we have a few little visitors, so you may get one or two.
Much easier to clean.
It is, and what I would say is I'm going to place the crate here during the day. It may be wise to actually even put it over perhaps by the door so you can say outside when she
Okay.
needs to go out to the bathroom. Okay? So it's very, very good in that way. Just make sure there's any small objects that have been taken away, any wires, magnets that she might be able to get on the fridge, anything like that where she could ingest it, maybe get a little tummy blockage.
So, Martin, you mentioned earlier that children should be on their best behaviour, but at some point, obviously, they're going to want to play with the puppy. What kind of games are good to play with this new puppy?
I suppose really the first thing is to say we should stay away from some games. Kids often want to chase puppies. If you chase puppies around, then what tends to happen is the puppy doesn't want to come to you. It tends to see itself as being a leader, running around, and it might even create fear. So it makes it harder to socialize. So stay away from that, and also stay away from tug of war and wrestling. It tends to use their mouth a lot more, and they could start to kind of bite and pull and hold on to things. And we don't want to encourage any kind of aggressive behavior.
What about pinball?
This one's very good at pinball.
Oh, excellent. Pinball wizard. So, what games would you consider the safe ones to play?
I like to play fetch. And so a little
Right.
soft toy with her on the floor in a little area where she can't run away, play, bring it back, and then the kids can really have fun with the dog. We want to really involve the puppy and the family together and familiarize them with lots of affection, so the puppy being with your family, being with your children, but making sure you supervise and keep her safe. And really she only needs to be with them 15 to 20 minutes maximum.
Really, that's it?
Well, a brain will go very quickly. When the brain goes, it's like children. They can get a little bit kind of cryy and obnoxious. And they don't know what they're doing. And the next minute, they're making a puddle on the floor, or they're biting your hands, or they're doing something naughty. Their brain's gone. So it's better to have 15, 20 minutes out playing when you can watch and supervise and do a little training. The other time, put her in a crate.
Right. And what's your limit? 20 minutes?
22 and 3/4.
22 and 3/4. I knew. You're so involved. Wonderful. Thank you so much for all your great expertise.
Thank you. And she's been out more than 15 minutes. I'm going to pop her in a crate.
Please do. The very knowledgeable Martin Deely. Okay, let's recap with the Eukanuba 5 stars on welcoming your new puppy home. And remember, you want ongoing information and training tips for your puppy, look no further than youcanuba.com. 1. Don't forget to puppy-proof by designating a safe area for your dog to play in. Remove any small objects from your puppy's area that he could possibly choke on. Also, make sure he can't get to the cords and chew on them. Number 2, bring your puppy home to a quiet, calm house and only bring him into rooms that you want him in for the first couple of weeks. 3, try to make it just the adults for the first hour or two and then bring in the kids, but make sure they're as calm and as quiet as possible. 4, be the leader of the pack. Always supervise interactions between children and a new puppy. 5, teach your children the right ways to play with a new puppy. No tug of war, no wrestling, and no chase. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on Planet Puppy's puppy training series, dedicated to making your good dog great.